Hi, I'm Wolfgang Baur. I'm the publisher at Kobold Press. I write stuff and publish it.
Hello, I'm Chris Pramas. I'm the founder and president of Ronin Publishing, and I also do freelance work, and just released a book through Osprey called Dwarf Warfare last week, so check it out.
Go Dwarves.
I like the plug, man. I'm Jonathan G. Nelson. I run and publish adventures for AdventureWeek.com, which is under AAW Games. And we put out a plethora of adventures for both Pathfinder role-playing game and now 5th edition. So if you're looking for new, shorter adventures for 5th edition, you can pop over to our website, subscribe, or purchase PDFs or print books.
I'm Jen Page. I'm a gamer. I'm choosing to not plug anything.
Woohoo.
She has a Patreon.
I do, but no.
She likes unicorns, right?
I'm Rachel Ventura. I'm the business director for Legendary Games. We do Pathfinder as well as 5e, and yeah, that's all I'm going to plug tonight.
Woo!
Right on. So welcome back, everybody, for our second session. Anybody remember what happened? Anybody want to give a quick recap, or?
It's all
Wolfgang's fault.
I'm going to blame Steve Winter on this one, but no. We were guarding a caravan, minding our own business, drinking a lot of wine, I remember.
That's what I remember as well.
Yeah, Drunken Blur.
What
Drunken
about
Blur
the
until
sponsor
the
we were trying to
cultists
get? I think Jonathan was trying to get some alcohol sponsor for the channel for the event.
Oh, yeah. Well, we do have
What happened to the
a sponsor
brewery?
in-game. I think it's Rachel, right?
Yes, but you have all the microbrews over there on your side of the water, so I'm leaving that up to you guys.
How Chris is holding up something that looks delicious.
A little bourbon.
Wow.
Winner,
That
you
looks
win.
awesome.
Can you virtually share with us?
Yeah, really.
No, but we all are mostly in Seattle. So.
So are you inviting us over? Is that what you're saying?
If you guys want to get together and drink bourbon sometime, that can absolutely happen.
We could do that at a convention, actually. Someone wanted us to come to a convention, and I told them they need to provide us with all the equipment and everything we need, so they said, well, maybe next one. But they want to invite us to a convention, have us game live from there, so we'd recruit David to Skype in, and then we'd have our big screen TVs and whatnot, and be sitting around gaming at a convention with people coming to check us out, which would be kind of fun.
Or maybe I just might jump on a plane and join you guys.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd be awesome, man.
All for that. We'll make you a funny Dungeon Master hat to wear.
I would wear it. I would totally wear it.
I object.
What convention?
To be honest, I can't remember. I've been talking to so many different conventions lately. It's something here in Seattle.
So did we get to our summary? There were cultists, there were kobolds, we rescued some kids.
Yeah, you rescued a couple people, their children, and their actually it was a family. And
Yeah, we saved the parents too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to the keep.
You did. That was the last part. Where we left off was basically, Jonathan, you were feeling rambunctious, and any sound of the word dragon, and of course, your name's Dragon Slayer. I remember you jumped up onto the ramparts, and you had your weapon in hand, and you were looking for that blue dragon that kept circling the keep, the center keep there in Greenest. Now I'm gonna give you guys the map again, and I'll share the map. So hopefully, Chris, you'll be able to see the map this time.
I can see it.
All right, sweet.
Tweedletoes will make sure and steal any, like a spyglass or something like that off one of the guards, so that he's surveying the area, so he can prepare for the slaying of his first dragon.
Yeah, and this is the beautiful new Sword Coast map out of the Sword Coast Adventures Guide. So, anyway, you guys are in the green fields where the little black dot is represented on the map. That's where I am putting Greenest. So that is where we are at. And Tweedletoes, you were up on the ramparts. And just before we left, you guys had met a monk and this monk's name was Liaison. And he was introduced to you by both Governor Nighthill and Escobert the Red. Which Escobert the Red, he was the dwarf with red hair, all tangled beard. Definitely had been through hell over the last 4 to 6 hours. With these these robed figures, kobolds, these drakes, half dragons have been seen running around. But there is some murder going on. There's a lot of fighting, but it seems like there's more pillaging of all of the businesses and all of the homes and cottages in Greenest, rather than just a flat-out assault killing everyone. So, Dweedletoes, you noticed you didn't see the dragon again, but you saw a massive force starting to gather outside of the keep. And like I said, there were kobolds, all kinds of these drakes, all kinds of hooded figures, and I've got a couple handouts that I'll actually show you guys on what these things were looking like. All right, so here's what the drakes were looking like. They were like a blue in color, horned. Of course, we all know what the kobolds look like.
Certainly,
And
Wolfgang does.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. And the cultist. Some of these...
Impressive.
The one thing with the cultists, some of them are bearing these masks, and some of them are not wearing masks. So, they're just kind of... but anyways, it's a force of that size. And plus, like I said, there's several of these humanoid type of half-dragons. They really resemble dragonborn, but they're much larger than your typical dragonborn. So, Greenhill and Escobert, they were telling you that the cathedral, the Temple of Shantae, was under attack. And there is a tunnel that is under the center keep that gives you access to basically the river. And I've got a map here also. Let me get this map out for you.
Jim,
All
the
right.
mask on that one dude looks like the mask you've been working on.
Yeah, totally. I was like, what's with the masks?
And you guys are here on the map. You guys are at the center keep, obviously, and you can see that your tokens are down here. But I mean, you're not there yet. You're still in the keep. So this tunnel, it travels under the hills, under the hill that the keep sits on, to the river. And in the stream, you can, Escobert and Greenhill, they tell you that you can just travel east along the shore of the small river, and you can use the foliage as cover to where you can get to, the temple. And, there's probably a couple dozen, as the scouts had reported back to Greenhill, there were probably several dozen of the villagers that were basically tied up, and they've barricaded themselves inside of this temple.
Is that where the big arrow is?
The big arrow is where you guys are at now. Now, if the temple is down here, and I'll move it. So it's down sort of like to the half right. So it's not really a long travel, but you can use the river and also the trees and the other shrubs along the river as foliage and cover from the other cultists and kobolds and half dragons running around.
We don't need no stinking cover.
Have we had a chance to rest yet, or no?
No, you have not had a chance to rest. There's so much going on, you just have not had a chance to rest.
So we're wounded and down a few spells.
As ever. Now, I will tell you this: there are several priests that are in the courtyard, and Nighthill brings them over, and if anyone needs any type of healing, then you're able to, get healed back up to pretty much full life. But as for the spells that you've already used and whatnot, there's really nothing you can do, because it's going to take 8 hours to get your spells back. However, Escobert the Red does ask any of the priests there if they do have any kind of healing potions that they could provide to help you, helping Greenest, and they have also agreed to divvy into the stash there at the keep, and everybody can add another healing potion to their character sheet.
Another one. I think I've got
Yes.
2 already. All right.
Everybody started with 2, and now you'll be up to 3. I think Jonathan used one last time we met.
says, thank you, my friend. I can use this. I may get injured a little bit slaying the dragon.
They were blessed by the gods herself. May it be of good use to you. And everyone gets another healing potion.
So, David, I have a Fantasy Grounds question for you.
Sure.
I currently don't see my character sheet. How do I pull that back up?
Okay. Top left, just click on your Portrait of Amber, and when you click on that, it will pop your character sheet up.
I don't even see that because...
You have to move the maps out of the way.
Oh, the maps are in the way.
You can resize stuff too, either by grabbing the lower right hand corner, or just hold Control and click in the image, and then you can resize them, close them, do whatever you want with them.
Yeah. What I usually do is every time I have an image come up, I usually put that on the right hand side. That way it keeps the left hand side free for my character sheet and a combat tracker and the chat and stuff.
Okay. Good tip.
Yeah. Once you use it once you use it a couple times, you'll get used to kind of organizing everything the way that you want it.
All right, I see it now.
Did you get your sheet? All right, cool.
Yeah, the maps were taking up most of the screen, and I just didn't even see that the characters were up there.
I gotcha. So Dweedletoes,
I can see the map.
Dweedletoes, you see this massive force gathering outside also, and I think you're running. You were yelling towards everyone that was still down in the center keep, and as everyone walks up the ramparts, this Liaison. His name is Liaison Arlanthar, and I'm not too sure if I remember showing you what Liaison looked like, but he's your typical half elf, and he definitely looks like one with definitely spiritual, and he's carrying a staff and has all kind. He definitely looks like the scholar type for sure, and as he said last time, he just had made the trip to Greenest from Candlekeep, which Candlekeep is a pretty good distance west from Greenest. And the reason why, he says, my friends, the reason why that I was at Candlekeep is I am just going to be blunt with you. We are dealing not with some ragtag force of kobolds and half dragons. We are dealing with something much more than that. And this is a cult, and they call themselves the Cult of the Dragon. And my friends, I have been in Candlekeep for many months doing research on this cult. And during my research, I've found, and I've also heard from many other colleagues in the organizations that I'm sure you've heard of, the Emerald Enclave, the Order of the Gauntlet, and the other major organizations of the Forgotten, of Faerun and the Sword Coast. They've been pillaging not only the green fields here, but to the north, to the south, as down as Amn, and even the Elvish lands to the east. And my friends, they are gathering tribute, a massive amount of wealth. And they are hoping, and I know this sounds crazy, because this is of Tales, but they are trying to summon Tiamat again. And you know the tales of Tiamat. She was banished to the 9 hells, to the elemental chaos. But my friends, this cult of the dragon, they are trying to summon Tiamat once again to the surface. We cannot take this lightly. I myself do not think that they have the know-how or the power to do this. My colleagues also agree, but we cannot take that for granted. There are individuals far to the east. I'm sure you've probably heard of the Red Wizards of Thay. They could also help this cult of the dragon perform the ritual to summon Tiamat back. And if that happens, if those two forces unite, then the Sword Coast and Faerun could be doomed if Tiamat is back on the surface. So, we are going to need your help. I am going to need your help. For me, I am going to infiltrate the cult. I am going to allow myself to be captured. I do not think that the cult know who I am, so I am willing to risk my life and let myself be captured so I can infiltrate. I will escape. So, what we need you to do is to help Greenest. We don't know how long they're going to be here, and he says, we do need your help and you will be rewarded. And then he says, I must take my leave. It is time for my plan to go into action. And
we're gonna be rewarded, and we get to slay dragons. This is fantastic.
Yes, my friend.
Everyone, did you hear him?
Dwiddletoes, I think the Queen of Dragons is a little out of our league. He's talking about other people who are going to solve that problem. We're just going to help him with the cult here, right?
Yes.
Queen of Dragons. Who's that? I thought he was talking about some mean lady coming in from some other place.
Oh, my friend, you've never heard the stories of Tiamat, the 5-headed dragon?
Don't tell him the stories; you'll scare him off. Let's go rescue these people.
The 5-headed. Oh, you're talking about. We call her Bubbly Toes down in Liaison.
Bubbly Toes.
I'm not really sure what's bubbly about Tiamat.
The acid dissolving your bones.
I guess the translation from Halfling to Common doesn't do it justice.
He says, my friends, I wish you luck. Governor Nighthill and Escobert the Red, they will take care of you. Maybe we will meet later down the line. Maybe in El Terrell, maybe in Waterdeep, maybe in Baldur's Gate. But then he does a bow and kind of sleeks off, jumps over the rampart and kind of runs to the opposite.
Yeah, call me.
Good luck.
I'll try not to. And he kind of starts whisking up the other side of the rampart.
I give him my only dagger that I've carried from Liaison.
You throw it to him, roll your attack roll. No, I'm just kidding.
No, seriously, roll it.
So you guys know a little bit more about these intruders. Oh, look at that. What a way to start the night, huh?
A natural one.
Yeah.
Ones, right?
And you kill him.
There we
The
go.
dagger hits him center in the square of the back, and he falls over the side of the wall. Ah!
Maybe this will help you. Oh god, I just killed it.
You just made him a paraplegic.
I love it.
Well, maybe the cult will take him and interrogate him now.
The next time you see him, he'll be some type of cyborg or something with mechanical, gnomish tinkering legs and stuff.
Completely, yeah.
He's been assimilated by the board.
Well, I don't know
my
about
goodness.
his larger story about summoning Tiamat and Red Wizards of Thay and all of that, but we do have an immediate problem in front of us, so let's deal with that first.
Yes, my
Good
friends.
plan.
And Nighthill, he says he would love to join you, but he's been roughed up pretty bad. His face is all scratched up, all bloodied up. His arms in a sling. He's got a cane. He's kind of hobbling around. He's done his fair share of fighting. Escobert the Red, his hair is like a rat's nest. His beard is all tangled, and he tells you that he'll give you the key to the tunnel. Now, this tunnel does have an exit point as well, and it is supposed to, in Escobert. Let me get in character. Sorry about this. All of my voices usually end up going Spanish anyway. So at the end, so my friends, here's the keys to the tunnel, and as you make your way down into the end of the tunnel, there will be another gate. It is at one point when it was built by the dwarves many